Maybe. Here we go. All right. Hey, everybody. We're back. We're an hour early.
Oh man, I feel so great. I feel so refreshed. Psych.
Psych.
I swear, whenever you play with the clock with this guy, it throws me off, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Well,
yeah, I wake up at like 3
like
in the
to fall
morning,
back.
go to work. Ugh, we just got to leave it alone.
I know. Just leave it alone,
He
people.
lives in Arizona. They don't touch the clock. They don't touch it.
I know.
Leave
John's
it alone.
lucky. We just set it and forget it.
John's lucky, except for when there's a haboob coming. I learned that word recently.
A what?
A haboob. Have you
Oh,
heard of this?
I don't know what that is. Wait. Hold on. Just a second. Let me get this ready.
And now, deep thoughts.
Okay.
A haboob is a word for a huge like wall type dust storm. There's a wall of like dirt and dust just heading towards you essentially, and apparently in places like Arizona and the American Southwest, haboobs are a normal thing. I'm not trying to get us in trouble. It's a real word.
Really?
A haboob.
No idea.
John will back me up on this one, I think.
So HABOOB.
I think so.
Okay.
Or HAHBEWB.
Okay.
Haboob.
The more, well, see, now Eddie just gave us the more you know.
It's true. It's true.
All right. Well, speaking of time,
hey,
we're going to be on the island of time, and we're on time.
The island of time is thrown off by daylight savings.
Yeah, you can't go there.
It's like, wait. Did you set your clocks back? Yeah. Okay, you can go.
So now you're on the island of time. You time travel.
Yeah. You show up at the island of time you show up there late. Sorry, you're late to the island of time. Damn it!
Sorry, kid. What?
How did I do that? How did I?
That was like the lamest thing ever. They're like, we're going to travel through time tonight, people. And that's
like when Marty was like, I don't have time. He's like, wait a minute, I'm in a time machine. Like, yeah. I'll go back 5 minutes early.
Exactly.
Wasn't enough time, Marty. 5 minutes to save your friend from getting shot to death, bro. At least 10.
Yeah. What was he thinking?
5. What's he thinking? 5 minutes. That's like my time rationale. Like, I'll be there in 5 minutes when it's a half-hour drive to get there. Like, wrong with you, bro?
Well, this is the island of time. Oh, for those of you first-time listeners, this is the Uchoose podcast, where you decide how we go through these old 80s Choose Your Own Adventure books so that when we get to decision point, if you're watching live, you can vote and decide where you want the story to go. So here at the Uchoose podcast, we count every vote here, Eddie. We're not stuffing the ballots.
Every vote counts. There's no electoral college here.
No,
one vote, one person. It counts.
That's right.
Except for John Kennedy, his votes count twice. He's in Arizona.
we do.
We are. You know that feeling you had? Anybody listening, and if you're not in the States, something like this. Remember, you were a kid and you had your like $5 or $10. And it was a Scholastic book fair. And you were like, I have $5. I'm buying the Lamborghini poster with lightning bolts behind it. That's happening.
Darn. Oh, yeah. That's a mainstay. That's probably what, $2 back then?
That's $2 for sure. Maybe $1. It's like the 11x17 poster. It's not the big dog.
It might have been $1. Yeah.
Lamborghini with the laser grid with the lightning bolts in the background.
For sure.
I'm buying that. That's a gimme.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to buy a Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Most likely.
And now we are that podcast. So save your money. We're cheap as free. We'll take your donations though.
Yes, we will. Yes.
But we are channeling that energy. We are the book fair you didn't ask for. You choose podcast.
Yes. Oh, those book fairs. And looking at with jealous eyes at the friend that has their mom gave them, $20.
That kid that had like 30, $40, you're like, what? And he's buying like a stack of like, all these, choose your own adventure books. He's got like
Yes.
remember the little critter books. There's a
Yes.
boy in the girl bathroom books. The Indian in the cupboard. These are great old.
Indian
We're
in the
also
cupboard.
old.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we did it. We went to I went to a small country school, so they would deliver them, and then the teacher would announce, here's Lee's books, here's so and so's books, and so they always had the rich kid stack of books. And Lee, here's your 2 books. I'm like, oh,
just the stack, dude. Yeah, that was such a flex when some kid got like the whole run of Magic School Bus or Sweet Pickles, and you're sitting here like, you son of a gun! I had to buy the Transformers knockoff Choose Your Own Adventure book. And
they'd feel bad for you, so they'd throw in a bookmark, just a free bookmark.
The bookmark. Just the catalog, dude, was enough to get me going. It smelled like newsprint, or like, oh gosh, and I just stare at it. But yeah, to quote our friend Carnivorous Plant here, I do think Lamborghini made more money off of lightning bolt posters than they did that and Trapper Keepers.
Yes, Trapper Keep. Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, listen,
John was a spoiled kid. He got $10.
Oh, John was a rich kid. That's the thing. It's like I was like I wasn't like I'm not now, a nerdy kid. And even I knew when I was picking out the Trapper Keeper and you had the choice between the hot air balloon and the Lamborghini, you're like, I'm going Lamborghini, right? Like the hot air balloon looked cool. Don't get me wrong.
It did.
But God, there's a Lamborghini with a rain background with lightning. I can't not get that.
You just cannot say no.
John Kennedy walking out with the Where's Waldo book, dude. The Where's Waldo. Those were big books too. They were thick.
Yeah, they were big. That was back then. You maybe $4, $5. That was
the Where's Waldo book was kind of like a miniature like dopamine hit of the Choose Your Own Adventure book, where you're looking for Waldo, you're all amped up on kid adrenaline, and then you find Waldo. So you're like, yeah, and then for half a second, and then you're like, oh man.
No, that's not.
I got to go to the next page now.
Yes.
Mr. All BRS rocking out with the freaking Goosebumps. Dude, that's next level too.
$15 and Goosebumps.
15. Sets. I think Mr. BRS might be a little younger than us though, because he's rocking with the Goosebumps. So let's be fair. $15 in the early mid 90s was about the equivalency of 10 or $7 in the 80s.
$10 in 1987, 88.
Exactly. So we'll give him that. But
true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started, everybody. Hang on for the ride. We're going to the Island of Time.
Island of Time.
Second time through, so we have to back up a little bit on what I said earlier, that you don't get to make the first decision, but you do get to make the second decision.
We would be bad stewards if we let you make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want.
What kind of gods are we?
Oh, he got Ghost Hunter at a book fair. Yep,
Ooh.
Yep, I got that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. I think, did I start last time? I don't remember.
I think I started this one last time.
Okay, so then I'll start this one.
Okay.
Do that way. Switch it around. You've been given a lucky break. Once a year, you get a day off from school so your teachers can catch up on their administrative paperwork. The timing's perfect. The day falls on a Friday and your parents are away on a business trip. They are architects and they have a client in New Mexico who wants to build an environmentally sound solar house. To ensure this, they had to go and look at the site. Much to your delight, they left you all alone for the first time. For a year and a half now, you've been trying to convince them that they could. Mom, I'm old enough now. Trust me, I can look after my sister. I'm reliable, was your standard speech. However, this time things were different. You didn't even
divorced twice already.
I know. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm 9.
I had an anxiety attack multiple times.
I'm on heart medication. I'm ready for this.
My cholesterol's too high.
Let me. I cut down my smoking to 1 pack a day. I can do this. Trust me. I'm ready.
I'm already yelling at kids to get off my lawn.
I hit the
go
double
to
10.
bed at 8. I watch Wheel of Fortune.
I'm basically 80 years old already. That's a good kid in the 80s. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Matlock is looking a lot more interesting now than it used to.
I whistle the Andy Griffith theme tune to my car.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right. Okay, we're going out of town for a few days. Your mom said we'll be in New Mexico, and your father and I have decided. Before she could finish, you blurted out, "Oh no, you're not going to have some drip move in here and take care of me and Devon, are you? That's the fate worse than death."
Ooh.
Are you listening? Your mother asked. Sure, Mom. You were saying, well, if you're not really interested, I can make other arrangements. What do you mean? You ask hesitantly, panic setting in slowly. Page 2 or no, page 3. You got to go to page 3. Your father and I have arranged for your sister to stay with Belinda Grist, your mother said. You know her, my friend from Dayton, Ohio. Your spirits tumbled. Belinda Grist was far and away number 1 on your hate list. They even have the N on number and the O on 1 capitalized to really emphasize.
Yeah.
Number 1. No exclamation point. You got to capitalize it.
This woman's worthy of your hate. You're like,
yes.
Cool, I guess.
So you pull out your list out of your back pocket and her name's at the very top.
You start, it's like a total movie. It starts at the bottom on number like 8 or 9, and then you scroll up to the top. Grist.
Yeah. Oh, right below it's Todd. or no, you cross out Todd's number 1. You cross out Todd, you move him down and move Belinda up.
You cross Todd out and write her in. Number 1, worst hated. So good.
And then she finished, you are to stay home alone. That is, if you want to. For a moment, you remain quiet as the full meaning of the announcement hits you. Then you were flooded with excitement. Trying to sound like an adult, you replied as calmly as possible. Well, given the circumstances, I would be only too happy to do this for you, Mom. Your mother gave you a knowing look. For just a moment, you feared that the deal was off and that you would be condemned to spend the time with the dreaded Miss Belinda Grist. But you were wrong. Good. Then it's settled. Water the plants, feed the dog, and take messages. The answer machine is on the fritz again. Your mother instructed. Oh, and don't forget to recycle bottles, cans, and papers. I'll leave the number where we will be on the refrigerator, and you can always get in touch with Belinda or Charlie Munson if you need to. But of course you won't, right? Right. That was 2 days ago. And what freedom it's been. You've stayed up late watching all 900 channels of satellite cable. You've eaten pizza every meal. You've forgotten to brush your teeth on purpose. And you've even worn the same clothes 2 days in a row. This must be what it's like to be as rich as royalty, you think. You even have a loyal subject, Lantern, your dog, who waits at your beck and call. Friday, your day off from school has finally arrived. What should I do? You ask yourself. You don't like to sleep late. Hanging around the house, which is pretty isolated, can be boring. I've got it, you announce to Lantern, who sits anxiously at your feet waiting for a strip of bacon. Lantern will eat anything. He's your dependable garbage disposal on four-legged trash can. We'll go to Providence Island. How about that, you say, giving him another strip and slapping him playfully on the snout. Lantern gives you the kind of nervous yawn, a cross between question and squashed yip. He likes the bacon, but you're not so sure about the announcement. At that moment, the telephone rings. You hate telephones. They always interrupt what you're doing. You think about not answering it, but then you remember your mother's instructions. And yet, if you just let it ring, who will know? All right, here we go. First decision that we did last time. If you decide to answer it, turn to page 85. If you decide to ignore the phone, turn to page 14. So last time we went to page 85.
Yeah, we
This
answered it.
time we want to ignore it and go to
We're gonna
page.
blow it off like the true preteen we are.
Completely ignore the phone.
Which was a real gangster move back then, because back then there was no caller ID. So you're like, this could be the sweepstakes clearinghouse lottery calling me for $1 million, or some jerk calling to ruin my fun. I'm not answering. Forget it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Nope.
Right.
Deciding to ignore the phone, you get lucky. Two more rings and the phone stops. Good. You think, I've got bigger and better things to do today. And right then you rip a fart and smell it. I've got bigger, better things to do. You live in northern Vermont. So yeah, smelling your farts is about the only thing you can do. Not too far from Lake Champlain. Champlain is huge as far as lakes go. You know, there's a rumor to be a Loch Ness type monster in Lake Champlain.
Oh.
Called Champy. I'm not making that up. It's real.
Champy?
Champy. Or Champy, however you want to call it. Is it Champlain or Champlain? I don't know.
Champlain.
Time to go to Shlool, kids. Champlain is huge as far as lakes go. It's about 125 miles long, quite wide, and runs into Canada on its northern end. It's beautiful, with the Green Mountains to the east and the Adirondack Mountains to the west. They're rugged stone covered with pine, hemlock, and birch. Wow, we turned into a travel pamphlet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
On the lake, about 8 miles away, your family has a dock that belongs to Providence Island. Your family has owned property on Providence Island for quite a few years. Wow, we're all of a sudden like... Anyway, yes.
Experts.
My dad. The island is big, over 160 acres in size, and 1.5 miles long. It's situated in the widest part of the lake. When you're out there, it almost feels like you're on a different planet. It's really special, really isolated. Some people say that the past is alive there. The dock stretches out into the lake into a big L. It was built years ago, and time has not been kind to it. Ice, water, and the pounding of waves have all gnawed away at it, leaving raw-looking concrete wounds in its foundation. A nice little sketch there, I guess.
Yep. Chalk drawing.
Oh, yeah. Guys, all I have is a crayon, black crayon, and that's it. Cool. Off to the side, there is a small boathouse. That's where the family boat is kept. A 13-foot inflatable Zodiac. That doesn't sound like much of a boat.
No.
I gotta blow it up, guys. Hold on. We gotta get the boat out. It's red, and if there's only one person on board, it can go really fast because it's inflatable.
Inflatable, yes.
If you're being chased by bad guys, you just pop it with a knife and you just fly across the lake.
An ice pick.
Your dad says it's one of the safest boats on the lake. You believe him, but in rough weather, the waves come right over the bow, soaking you. But that's part of the fun. Your boat can take anything the lake has to dish out. It's inflatable, you know. And sometimes that can be plenty. The prevailing winds are the westerlies. The lake sits in between two mountain ranges, and when the wind swoops down off the Adirondacks, zooming over the lake, it hits the greens in Vermont, where it shifts direction and frequently roars back up the lake from the south. What's happening right now? We're just really describing the heck.
I'm guessing they're doing some setup here.
Yeah, they gotta be. This is like a whole... Turn to page 72. This is all from blowing off a phone call, by the way.
Yeah, just from blowing off a phone call. Now we're pining about our lake in the Adirondacks.
I'm lost in thought about my parents' vacation home.
Yeah.
Waves can kick up on Lake Champlain in a matter of minutes. Frequently, they build up to 3, 4, even 5 feet high. and the wind can easily hit up to 30 to 35 knots at a clip. Needless to say, you must be careful on the lake at all times. I don't know what knots are. I'm 9. Over the years, your dad has taught you a lot about the lake. One thing is that if you're going out, it's always a good idea to bring someone else along. If you're going to die, don't die alone.
Yeah, die together.
With this in mind, we call dying alone totting. I'm not going out like some Todd. Yeah, I know. Scott. Hey, we're here all night. Scott Miller, this does sound like a travel blog.
It does.
Like, hey, guys, check out the Uchoose podcast. We turned into a big travel blog. Guys, check out Lake Champlain.
Today we're going to Vermont.
Tell them Uchoose sent you for 10% off your Airbnb off of Lake Champlain.
Yes. Use discount code Eddie.
Use discount code Eddie's Tangents. With this in mind, you call your friend Jamie, who lives down the road. You like her, but she's not much of an adventurer. Still, having Jamie along would probably be a good idea. Besides, she's good company. Are you deciding to go to the lake house in Vermont?
I guess so. But weren't we just pining about the fact that we're going to be home alone and it's great?
Yeah, and we're watching our sister, right?
No, I think she went to.
Oh, she's with the friend that you hate. Yeah.
Yes.
You dial Jamie's number. The telephone rings several times. You are about to hang up when she finally answers. Oh, you got a crush on Jamie. You're trying to get her alone on a. Look, we are like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
I just got divorced, Jamie. Do you want to go hang out?
Jamie, I'm lonely. Look, the lake today, right now, I don't know. The weather looks iffy, she responds to the proposal to go to the island. Plus, we live in we live in North Carolina. You want to go to Vermont? We're 9.
Holy cow.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Haven't you always wanted to investigate those Indian burial mounds on the north end? Now's the perfect time. There'll be nobody around to bother us. You wait for her response. You are sure she will come. The prospect of investigating burial mounds will entice her? Well, okay, but we'll turn back if it gets stormy, right? Jamie warns. You bet, you reply, plunging your fist into the air victoriously. Yeah!
Yeah!
I'm a nerd.
I'm a total nerd.
I'm a cool guy with your lightning bolt trapper keeper. I'm cool. All right, page 7. An hour and a half later, you and Jamie are at the dock. So we must live close to this area.
Yeah, we must. Yeah.
Thanks to your mountain bikes, you make it in record time. We biked to Vermont?
Maybe we live in Vermont?
Well, why would we say it's in Vermont if we live in Vermont?
That's a good question. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Scott, that was type. We got to QC these things, guys. What are you doing? Thanks to your mountain bikes, which we know mountain bikes can break the speed of physics, so you can go,
Yeah. Ludicrous speed.
They've gone plaid.
Yeah, it's gone to plaid.
It is bright. It is a bright, brisk morning in early October. The lake is so blue and the air is so clear, you can almost see forever. There is a light chop to the water, nothing to worry about. The wind is out of the northwest, at about 5 knots. God, dude, we went from like...
We're like a human barometer. Like, okay, wait, Jamie. Okay.
Oh, Jamie, wait.
Dropping.
It's a little choppy.
5 knots.
It's coming off the Adirondacks. I can tell. You can tell by the smell. It smells like Canada over here. Smell the Canadian bacon. Smell that ham.
Oh, wow.
There it is. I smell maple syrup. We're surrounded by Canadians. Run!
You're on a streak, Eddie.
Yeah, I smell gravy and cheese. Get out. We're in trouble. Scanning the sky, You spot the usual buildup of cumulus clouds over the Adirondacks. I was just kidding, but they're being serious. You
Yeah.
judge that they are not storm clouds and proceed. My goodness gracious. We're insufferable again.
Or that the correspondence course in meteorology and geography and
ocean and lakeography.
yeah, lakeography.
A lakeologist.
He uses the Velcro to open his Trapper Keeper, and all his certificates are in there.
He has a wallet that you rip open with Velcro. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I had a Velcro wallet until like my early mid-20s.
Everybody has those when they're like junior high school. Everybody.
I had a Velcro wallet, guys. I admit it. I was 28 years old.
I keep teasing my wife that I'm going to go back to that.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. Bust out the Velcro wallet with that loud rip. When you... Did you just rip your pants? No, I opened my wallet. What are you talking about?
I bet you everybody in the chat right now had one of those when they were.
Everyone, 100% of our chat had a Velcro wallet.
Oh yeah, they did. Everybody did.
I'm guaranteeing this right now. And that is, you are in good company or bad company, however you want to look at it. But you are in good company in my mind. If you had
I know what I'm getting Eddie for Christmas: a Velcro wallet.
Velcro wallet. Dude.
Yeah, see, carnivorous plant. Yep.
We did. We all did. And at one part of our brain, we're like, this wallet's badass.
It is. Yeah, we're like, this is cool.
My cards, my money is so safe in this wallet. You know, the force it took to open that thing, you know, you had to like grab it and like pinch it, like, like breaking a clay coaster in half.
Every time you opened it, you're like, this is awesome. I'm just so cool.
You know, I remember a time when the Velcro got so frayed that when you tore it open, you could see like dust, like particulate come out when you ripped it. Look at that. So far, from the comments, 100%. So far, we'll see what happens if we have any more admission.
All right.
Mr. BRS is like, I've never had a Velcro wallet, guys. You guys are losers, all of you. You judge that they are not storm clouds and proceed with your insufferable brain. What a day, huh? You say, unzipping your windbreaker. Yeah, sure is beautiful, Jamie replies. Together, you and Jamie take the Zodiac out of the boathouse. It has silly-looking little wheels attached to the stern. They make it easy to move the boat around. Carefully, you ease it down the ramp and into the lake. It's no Lamborghini with lightning bolts. It might be a little boat. Might be a little inflatable boat with wheels.
Yeah.
But it gets the job done. You like the way the Zodiac slaps the water as it goes in. That sounds inappropriate somehow, but we'll keep going. There's something about the boat that really pleases you. Maybe it's because Jacques Cousteau, the famous oceanographer, always used Zodiacs.
Oh,
I hate us. I hate us.
Are we comparing ourselves to Jacques Cousteau?
I hate us already. Mr. BRS, he heard it too. He's like, what?
Well, I like the other one. What a day, huh? As we unzip our windbreaker.
Dude, he's trying to act like he's a 45-year-old. He has his dad's pipe. He's got bubbles in it. He's blowing bubbles out of it. What a long day we had.
Pulls out his what you think is chewing tobacco, and it's a Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. He puts it in his cheek, and he pulls out a copy of the Wall Street Journal. It's like 10 years old. He doesn't realize it's an added print. The stocks are doing well today, I see.
Yes.
It's like, you suck. You think you're cool, but you're not. Anyway.
You're the biggest nerd.
You're the worst nerd. You can take your Big League Chew.
So thick.
You take it's so bad. You take your Big League Chew out of your pocket and like 5 G.I. Joes fall out. You're like, oh, my associates I brought along on the boat trip.
They wanted to come along.
My business partners are with us. He's like, what's happening? Am I on a boat trip? What's happening?
Snowjob wants to lead the expedition.
Exactly. Shipwreck says it's a bad sailing day. Don't do it. Oh my God. Worst name G.I. Joe ever. He's coming up again. You wait.
Yeah.
You like the way this. Yeah, I can't read that again. Maybe it's because Jacques Cousteau, the famous oceanographer, always used zodiacs. Jamie stores the wheels in the boathouse as Lantern jumps on board. You're taking the dog on this death cruise, bro? You're gonna kill your dog too?
Oh, yeah, you're right. The dog's here too. Yeah.
You hook up the gas tank and check to make sure everything's is ship shape. Get it? Ship shape. Oh, Jenny cries.
Mm.
Oars, life preservers, fore and aft lines. The motor starts with just 2 pulls. This is too much. You let it idle for a few minutes in neutral as Jamie climbs aboard. Oh my God. Page 88.
Wow.
Wow.
We were just like in 85, weren't we?
What happened to doing nothing and smelling our own farts?
I know. We're
I can't wait to do
ourselves
nothing.
Jacques Cousteau.
We're name dropping all Jacques. With a nod to Jamie, she hates you. You're like, my lady.
My lady.
You put them. He throws up over.
You're like, she's like, I'm seasick. He's like, we haven't even left yet.
Sick of you. You put the motor in gear, lean the mixture. Lean the mixture?
Maybe let's turn the gas down a little bit.
Lean the mixture.
Flood the engine.
I feel like sometimes the authors of these books learn something and they just can't wait to like work it into the book.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's what we're doing here.
Lean the mixture. I got to show them I know what I'm talking about. Lean the mixture and cruise out of the harbor onto the open lake. Providence Island lies in the distance. The first set of waves rolls the rubber boat a bit to the starboard, but it bobs over the. We're talking more about boats than he talked about anything else so far.
He did. He probably got done watching a Jacques Cousteau documentary. And now he's
just taking notes. Like he's just like,
oh, okay.
Lean the mixture. Cool.
Lean the mixture, starboard, Zodiac. At least mention Zodiac at least 8 times.
The wheels look ridiculous, but they're really functional. The bow picks up and spray sloshes Jamie, who's still on the port side. She pulls her scarf tightly around her dark hair and girds herself against the next wave. This all sounds really potentially not great. She doesn't have to wait long. 2 big ones slide over the bow. Okay. You increase your speed, ride on top of the next wave, then down the trough, picking up power as you mount the next one. What am I saying? What? It's great fun, just like riding a horse or skiing or flying. You don't fear the water and the waves are challenging. You find it thrilling. Now and then you look at the sky, then get your bearing on the island about 1.5 miles away. You can't go any faster, not in these waters. What is happening?
No. What's happening?
What are we doing? What book is this? I swear it's Choose Your Own Adventure. I swear it is, guys.
Eddie After Dark.
You choose After Dark. All right. Okay. You have to take it slow. Oh my God. You have to take it slow and easy. Figuring each group of waves as they come. Oh my God. Slowly edging towards the island. Jamie is soaked.
Mr. BRS, where's the jazz music?
Jamie is soaked. It looks totally miserable. Yeah, I'd be miserable too. I'm miserable too. I don't want to read this anymore. She is hanging on to the bow line as if her life depended on it. I feel dirty.
What is R.A. Montgomery doing?
What have you done? Page 10. Turn to page 10 because we can't even choose yet.
I know. I remember last time we were done after like 3 pages.
I don't like the looks of this, Jamie says. I know, me neither, Jamie. I think we're in for a big storm. Look over there. She points west. The mountains are gone, covered by white and gray clouds and mist. The wind is whistling, getting stronger, and the temperature has fallen. You look back toward the dock, but you can barely make it out any longer. The shoreline is dim and indistinct. In a matter of minutes, the waves have mounted 4 or 5 feet. I know, right? Waiting for the adventure to start.
Yeah.
A monster wave bashes its way over the port side of the boat, swamping the shallow space that holds the gas can day packs you and Jamie have brought along. You slow the boat down in an attempt to deal with each wave as safely as possible. Unfortunately, the automatic bailing doesn't work too well at the speed. Water sloshes into the Zodiac, tinged with the rainbow colors of spilled gas and oil. Oh no! The mixture!
Boy. Oh no, it's not lean anymore.
Is it, I forget, is it gas and water that you have, or is it gas, water, and oil? Is it oil and gas or
Oil.
water, gas, and oil?
Yeah, oil, gas, water, water, gas, oil.
Where's the water? How much water do I put in the gas tank?
Yeah.
Choose your own snooze fest. I mean,
Snooze
Scott,
fest.
no, you're not wrong, but also choose your own almost adult romance novel.
Yes. The innuendos.
Let's see here. Oil. Let's head back, Jamie shouts, her voice thin in the midst of rushing wind and the growl of the motor. Your instinct tells you she's right. However, you are more stubborn and idiotic than anybody gives you credit for. And you're more than halfway to the island. Perhaps you should continue on ahead and seek shelter there. Decision time, finally, kids, if you're awake out there.
Yes.
If you decide to turn back to the dock, turn to page 83. If you decide to go on, turn to page 34.
Yeah. Mr. BRS. I think I need a cigarette after this.
Exactly, dude. I'm like dabbing my forehead over here. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Let's see. All this from ignoring the phone. Yes,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
It's like, if you ignore a phone call, kid, you too might go on a Vermont adventure.
With Jamie. Yeah, I love it.
Who basically is rethinking her friendship matrix when she gets back.
Yeah. She has a list too, and you're not on it.
She's like, friends crosses you out right there. We got go on, move along. We got votes for moving along. People are like, we are not turning back.
We're not stopping. So that is page 34, right? Yes.
34, sir. It's all you.
All right. Let's get through this. 34. But like I said, this one, we did a little more here than we did last time.
For sure.
Right. Hang on. We're more than halfway there, you called to Jamie above the sounds of the motor and the wind. It's not that bad, really. Just think of the stories we can tell back in school. You know,
it's called
heroes
gaslighting Jamie.
Yeah, we are.
Just gaslight our friends.
Like you know, here as much as you try to reassure Jamie, you yourself are worried. The water is rough, but you should make it. You convince yourself. Jamie holds on to lantern, the two of them staring with uncertainty on their faces. A vicious gust of wind and water smacks you in the face, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're in reality now. It makes you really angry. But then how can you get angry at the lake? Smack. It happens again. Okay, that does it. You shout to the wind and the waves. Grasping the handle of the motor, you apply more power, feeling the red Zodiac chew into the black water. A foam of white curls past the bow, then drops off, leaving behind a barely discernible path in the water. Fog drifts by, swallowing you in its grip. Turn back, Jamie shouts, hiding from the full force of the waves by crouching next to lantern on the floor of the boat. It's too late. Hold on, you reply, trying to steady the boat. The fog shifts a little and you realize that you are near the south end of the island, way off course. What are you going to do? Turn to page 110. Yeah, Scott Miller, I smell the ending coming. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Get all the way to 110
I like
here. We're
carnivorous.
determined. We're going
I
to that
didn't
island.
ignore the phone to turn back right now. I didn't blow
Yeah.
off a phone call to not
Just
keep going.
All right, 110. As you get closer, to your astonishment, you make a huge paddle wheeler tied. Let's see, start that. As you get closer, to your astonishment, you make out a huge paddle wheeler tied up to a dock protruding from the rocky shoreline of Providence Island. What in the world is that? Jamie shouts. Instinctively, you head the Zodiac toward shore, pulling alongside the huge steamer. Painted on the hull, you read the name Ticonderoga. Good gosh, did you see what I see? You ask Jamie, pointing to the name of the steamer. I'm not sure, she replies. Look over there. Together, you stare at the figures on the dock and the large carriage loaded with baggage and supplies, which is moving up a path that leads to a huge white hotel. I must be seeing things, you say, shocked to your very core. You recall pictures you've seen of the island from the 1800s. There used to be a hotel on the southern tip. Steamers made the 120-mile trip up north to the Recollet River and Canada. Providence Island was a stopover point for passengers, and the hotel was famous throughout the region. Dancing, great food, and boating on the lake attracted visitors until one day when the hotel mysteriously burned down in a blaze that could be seen for miles around. This is really weird, Jamie says. You nod in agreement, unable to speak. For the first time, we're unable to speak. Go to page 48.
You just say Jacques Cousteau again and again to try to impress Jamie again.
As I unzip my windbreaker.
Jacques Cousteau would do the thing with the windbreaker. The stocks are back up.
Yeah.
I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
I like
killed us
Todd
both.
over you.
I know, right? We're like you're in negative Todd zone at this point.
Hey, you two, a sailor in a blue uniform shouts at you and Jamie. Want a job? You mean us, you reply.
What?
I don't mean your dog, that is, unless he was
Dang!
Of course I mean you.
That's some
We're
old-timey
shorthanded.
steamboat shade.
Yeah. We're shorthanded and we need to add to our crew. Can't get good help these days. You know how it is. You young people, well, they don't raise them the way they used to, he says, blustering on and on. What kind of work, you ask, curiously. Then it dawns on you. Why doesn't he say anything about the strange boat you and Jamie are on? If you really are in the past, and this is not part of some joke or film production, then he would have noticed your modern boat by now. Well, whatever's responsible for this turn of events, perhaps it causes him to see everything as it is in his own time period. Maybe he sees you and Jamie dressed in 19th century clothing and your boat as a wooden skiff. We can use a hand with mostly everything on the boat, everything short of being captain, that is. You can handle lines, carry luggage, stand watch, even be a wiper in the engine room. It's good fun, doesn't pay much, but you'll get a lot of extra experience. He then smiles at the two of you, waiting for your reply. Turn to page 97. Holy cow, we are all over the place.
Scott Miller, this is the history of Vermont now.
Yeah, history of Vermont.
Yeah!
Welcome to the History of Vermont podcast. All right.
Today, Lake Champlain in the steamboat industry.
Next week, it's Delaware, like Wayne's World. Hi, I'm in Delaware.
We're in Delaware. Delaware.
How much is not too much, or is not much, you ask? Pushy youngster, aren't you? The captain says, grinning at the two of you. Well, I'm a good judge of character and a generous, fair man by nature.
Dang.
Let's say, $2, he smiles, waiting
and
for the
humble.
Yeah, and humble. Yeah. Only $2 an hour, Jamie says in disbelief. Starting wage at a fast food place is $5.50 for kitchen help with no experience. An hour, the captain balks. Are you mad? I'm talking $2 a week. And all you can eat.
Yeah.
Ooh, $2 an hour? Why, I never heard of such foolishness. He pulls out an apple and bites into it with a crackle, giving you a chuckle. You have no idea what's going on, much less how you got here. You and Jamie look at each other blankly, unable to come up with even a theory of how you wound up back in time. However, strange as it might seem, this could be an interesting opportunity, you think. You were looking for some adventure. The more you think about it, though, the more you wonder if maybe you should slip away and try to figure out a way to get back home to the present before you get stuck in this time warp. All right, here we go. Another decision. If you decide to take the job, turn to page 77. If you decide to find your way back, turn to page 57. So do we take the job or do we find a way back? Let us know in the chat. Wow. How did we get here from just wanting to sit around and watch TV to let's go to Vermont?
Delaware.
Delaware.
You know.
Yeah.
Delaware.
I'm in Delaware. Yeah. All right. Vote in the chat. And we'll give you some 10 Uchoose coins to put in your Velcro wallet. There we go. That's a merch
There
idea,
you
Eddie.
go.
The Uchoose podcast Velcro wallet.
Dude, can we do Velcro wallets in the swag store?
Yeah.
We got to look this up. If we can do Velcro wallets, I will get one.
Oh, $2. Like Better Off Dead. $2.
10 papers, 2 weeks, $2.
Cash.
Sorry, Kenny, I just don't have the money right now. I like card numbers. Take the job. I could use $2.
Yeah.
A
books,
week.
Books you can buy at this Scholastic Fair.
You're making 10 cents a day and you know it.
Yes.
To be fair, rent was like $1 back then, though. Let's just be clear.
True. So we got one. Yeah, go back. Okay. So it is page 57, Eddie.
We're going back? Oh, we should. Okay, I can't weigh in. I'm only the watcher.
Yes, you are just the watcher.
57.
57, yes.
I was going to quote Scott. I didn't ignore a phone call just to go back.
Just to go back.
Excuse me. I have a sneeze here. All right, I'm back. Speaking of that, we need to find our way back. You tell Jamie. My dad always says caution is the better part of valor, which I've ignored up until now. Which means you don't stick your neck out if you don't have to for $2 a week. We're stuck in some kind of weird time loop. Oh, he pulled his bubble pipe. I'll be damned if I work for less than $3 a week.
Yeah.
We're stuck in some kind of weird time loop. There's no sense in our working on a steamer. It's not going to help us get any closer to home. You scan the shoreline for some sign of a familiar path. The rocks are the same, but the place looks better kept. Not at all like the wild island you know. Well, it's about time you came to your senses, Jamie said. Now that we're stuck in the 1800s, bro.
Bro, way to go.
Let's get out of here. You lead the way. Thank Jamie. Do you trust us?
I know.
That's not your fault. That's your fault now, Jamie. Don't trust us.
Yeah, it's shame on you.
Lantern bounces up, sniffing the air and ready for anything. The smell of breakfast from the hotel has made its way over to you. It suddenly dawns on you how hungry you are. It feels like breakfast was ages ago. However, now is not the time for a snack break, you realize. Follow me, you announce, leading Jamie and Lantern to shore.
Gosh.
Hey, you two, where are you going? We need you aboard the Ticonderoga! The captain shouts, throwing his apple core into the water. Do we have like a water splash sound?
No, I don't think so.
Give me anything remotely close. Yeah.
Is that close?
That's good enough. That'll do. That'll do for this episode. Throwing the apple core to the water.
The gun goes off.
Like exactly. Chances like this don't come here this way too often, boy. You can't make $2 a week throwing apple cores into the water with a gun.
Come on.
Ignoring him, the three of you duck into the trees. Soon you find yourself on a beautifully manicured path leading to the heart of the island. Several people pass you in the horse-drawn carriages, but they take no notice of you. It's a really strange seeing this mixture of past and present. You're still not sure what to make of it at all. Turn to page 25. I wasn't ready for the gunshot.
25.
Okay. You, Jamie, and Lantern stroll leisurely down the broad path, taking everything in, giving in to the summery weather and the smell of pines and cedar. Near the middle of the island, you come across a tennis court and a croquet lawn, where women in long dresses and men wearing white flannel pants and long-sleeve shirts are playing. They don't seem to notice you. And it's 110 degrees, and they're wearing flannel pants.
Flannel pants, yes. The sweat.
As a matter of fact, you look at Jamie, you hardly notice her either. You were surprised to see only an outline. Wow, that's not very kind. That's not very good.
No, not at all.
You were surprised to see only an outline, not much more than a shadow walking along the path. Lantern, too, is just a yellowish blur. Looking down at your hands, you see a silvery glow, but no real human form. Whoa, what's happening, you ask as panic sets in. Where are you, Jamie shouts, looking around for you. Where'd you go? I'm right here. Don't worry. Something's happened to us, but I'm not sure what. Turn to page 8.
Okay.
My Uchoose senses are tingling.
Yeah. Something's going to happen.
Suddenly, you hear a familiar sound from overhead, the roar of the afternoon commuter jet going from New York to Burlington, Vermont. As the jet pierces the otherwise hushed island calm, you begin to see Jamie and Lantern once again as they slowly fade back into view. Looking around, you realize that the tennis courts and croquet lawns have vanished. You are back in the present, surrounded by the same familiar-looking trees you remember on Providence Island. Look at Jamie, and the two of you shrug your shoulders. You have no explanation for what happened. But at this point, you no longer care. You're all okay right now. All you want to do is go back home. You've had enough adventure for one day. The lake is flat, calm. Your boat skims over the surface like a race car. Then you see it, the head of a huge dragon-like creature breaking out of the water, not more than 20 feet away. Then a set of spiny ridges rise behind the creature's looming face. The creature casts you a look that is either a grin or a menacing leer, and then it disappears. You turn to Jamie. Could it be? Lantern barks, and you're certain it was Champ, the famous monster who has long been rumored to inhabit Lake Champlain. The end. That is the weirdest ending. And then there's the one page down, there's the illustration.
Why?
I didn't even know.
Why throw that last 2 paragraphs in?
Why put that in at all?
That could have been
why couldn't that? Yeah, the monster could have been a whole storyline.
That makes no sense. Wow. Yeah, ending incoming. Yeah. That that was a bizarre story.
Peppering in, first of all, for a ending that was kind of weak,
Yeah.
It started fading again. No time travel. Yeah, Scott Miller. What are we doing? And then at the very end, they're like, that wasn't quite paranormal enough. Throw in Lake Champlain. Throw in
Champy. Yeah. It's almost like this is a lame ending and it makes no sense. So we'll just throw this in.
You know, like this is like the scene from Elf when he's chomping on a cigar. He's like, "That ending sucks. Put a monster at the very end and get these kids to buy the dang book. It's ridiculous."
Buy the book. They got those. Eddie has those $5 he's got to spend. We can't just let him spend it on a Lamborghini poster.
They can't be blowing their money on the Lamborghini poster. Put a freaking Loch Ness monster in there. Mr. BRS. Exactly, dude. I'm like,
I'm confused and sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, calling for us. That was a little weak. Yeah, kind of a weak ending.
Bizarre. It just, the flow was really weird.
Flow was really weird. And we spent more time talking about Vermont and Lake Champlain and the geography and topography than we did about the monster.
It was. Welcome to the Uchoose travel log. I'm telling you. Today we're going to go to Vermont.
By the way, do not throw an apple into Lake Champlain ever.
You're
gonna get some.
This is what happens.
Oh, God. See, quit throwing apples. Not a good thing. That I grin again. That was kind of a week, just a week. Hey, but you know what? Hey, we didn't die.
We didn't die.
We didn't die. We saw We saw Champ.
We are on Jamie's list of people to never hang out with again.
We've lost a friend in Jamie. I'm presuming we tried to woo her in some way.
We have our cool windbreaker.
We have our cool windbreaker, a bubble pipe, and our GI Joes in our pocket. Speaking of GI Joes, that's what's coming up next.
We're a Jacques Cousteau expert.
Yeah.
Do we want to take a crack at GI Joe? It's already been an hour already.
It has not. We're at 9:40. It took us that long?
It took us an hour.
Well, the GI Joe is lengthy too. I remember that.
It is. It is.
Oh man, the Uchoose crowd. Well, yeah. I mean, we're hitting our hour. We'll turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah, I know. And this one came out in 1991, so it's a little bit later in the series, and you can kind of tell.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure.
But still,
we're hitting. Not bad, not the worst ever. Trust me, kids. We got one more coming up in a couple of weeks, in about a month. That tradition, Uchoose tradition.
Yeah,
but there's some pretty sad week endings in that one too, coming up for you.
Well, some of these do have. They have good endings in some ways.
You know, we've had a couple recently where the endings were really, really good.
Yeah.
And exactly. Scott Miller, exactly. Covered bridges or maple syrup. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Real quick, I don't know if you remember, R.A. Montgomery mentioned that Choose Your Own Adventure books were started by an author in Argentina. That's not quite accurate. I found the book, and all it is a publisher. It's a fictional short story talking about an author that created a story that had choices in it. So it really wasn't a Choose Your Own Adventure book. It was just talking about interactive fiction.
I see.
Piece of trivia there.
Well, you got to give some credit for trying not be, discretion's the better part of valor.
Yeah,
that was lengthy. I mean, I know we kind of had our little side chats there, but that's not too bad.
Wow, yeah, this one is the innuendos so great.
Wow. Yeah, between that and
like you said, picture ourselves 9-year-old self with our windbreaker and our Velcro wallet talking to a girl. Well, actually,
Jacques Cousteau. This is the kind of boat Jacques Cousteau has.
Yes, and somebody in the chat mentioned you open your Velcro wallet and all the coins pop out.
All your Uchoose coins just go flying. Dude, if ever you were a kid and you had any amount of change that you were trying to pay for something and you dropped it. Oh, dude, I've had that happen. And then you're like, as a kid, you're just running around the Kmart trying to grab all your quarters. It's the worst. My money.
and it just all spills out and goes everywhere, and you're like,
Oh
no,
no. Yeah, we've all been there.
because you're
I-
9, and if you had 3 or 4 quarters, that was a loot.
Oh dude. A handful of quarters in the 80s is gold.
So, all right. Well, I think we're gonna call it this time, Eddie.
Yeah, we should. It's already
on one book.
we're an hour on one book. We're gonna be 2 hours tonight doing this one. We can't go that late, boys. We can't. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Put the old people to bed.
You're not kidding.
So,
You're not kidding.
well, you can go to uchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com, and listen to old episodes about Todd and Dinosaur Island and
Inappropriate boat
boats.
references.
Yeah, find out all the references. You can also buy Uchoose merch. We'll look into the Velcro wallet. That would be
Dude, if we could make the Velcro wallet, I think that it would. I'd wear that around. Put that in the casket with me.
Yeah, just Barry, and he's just covered in Velcro wallets.
This is for the ferryman, boy. It's
and Lamborghini
Uchoose.
posters.
It's like a Viking burial, but I'm just stacked on top of Lamborghini posters.
Yes,
This is how I wanted to go out. I knew it.
this is how it's gonna go.
I knew how
So,
this.
yeah, thank you to
Yes.
everybody in the chat, and thank you to everybody listening later. We really appreciate it. We love doing these. And until next time, you choose the adventure. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Have a great week.
All right.
Dude, when you busted out that gunshot,